Now take a look at this one. What an absolute masterpiece this is. This one is called Are You Afraid of the Dark? Let me show you guys how the balloons go on this one. They basically roam around the bed, but there is a little bit of a jump scare, I think, onto this map. So you cannot place towers in any spot except with this one. You guys can see the little monster beneath the bed. That's such a cool detail. I love this. And look at how they made the bed sheets. Oh my god, with all the shadows and everything. But look at this thing. So you can only have a tower into the light coming out from the lamp. So look at this. That looks a little bit spooky, doesn't it? Look at that thing, everything becomes red, and it's kind of reveals the monster, I think. This is a very cool idea, very cool concept. We're not going to be playing this one, but I just wanted to showcase to you guys. Now this is a map that I wanted to showcase, and this one is called Down the Mudslide, which is basically another take on Downstream, but the difference is that the balloons now take two paths. They actually go downstream, because in the normal version, let me just show you guys, in the normal version there's it's basically a river in the middle, and the balloons are not taking that path, even though the map is called Downstream. But in this one they actually are. So we are going to be trying this one, and let me see, where do you want to defend where the balloons intersect? So I guess they would be this spot, and then they intersect here. Can I have a oh, look at that, we can have attack over here. Okay, so maybe we can do a couple of, maybe we can do attack like this, and maybe we can do the tag zone, but maybe we do the dump tag zone. So maybe something like this on Chimps mode, and then this other one can be the Super Maelstrom. Oh my god, the script is writing itself. Let's do that. I was thinking about which hero I want to select, and I think that I'm gonna go for Oben. Let me pick the mountain skin. Now this is the ocean actually. I had the mountain before, and let's set up a game on Chimps mode, and let's see if we can beat Chimps mode. So I kind of wanted to do Oben because he's got this level, well, it starts at level 4, but it becomes very, very strong later on. It's the totem that he summons, the Nature's War totem, which slows balloons. It's 60%, but it's actually half the values on Moab class balloons, so it's only 30% on Moabs. But if we have Oben right here in this spot, then that's going to do a lot of work for our attacks. Let's see if we can even do a tag start on this map. So a double tag start was impossible, so that's why I went for the NG and the dart, and then I bought this tag over here, and I think that I'm just going to buy one more just to kind of mark the spot in which, or actually, wait a minute, if we can survive this round, we can probably go straight for Oben, I feel like, because this round is going to make a lot of money. We're going to get at least $600 and then 100 from round end, and I think that we are going to be able to afford Oben on an 11. So let's see if we can even defend this thing. Let me just give it a shot. We might be able to do it, actually. Oh yeah, there we go, that's amazing. But yellow blue, so we have to place Oben really fast. So right now, boom, there we go. And please take down that thing. Yes, that's amazing. Okay, let me wait for the pink balloons to come out, and then I'm going to use Oben's. Yeah, right now, let's use the brambles. And then what are we doing? I mean, I should probably get this thing going first, the tax prayer, but I also kind of want to get the 0-3. What's the crossbow that we're going on the Super Maelstrom? So I'm going to have another attack on the left side, which is going to go right here. This is going to be a Super Maelstrom, which is going to be the ability one, which got a lot of buffs actually kind of recently. So I want to do that one, but what crossbow are we getting on this thing? So it's going to be the super range, but I don't know, the top path is a little bit more consistent, but then the bottom one is the one that you probably kind of want to get because of the extra pierce and the ability duration. So I'm actually going to go for the bottom one. So let's buy this thing as a 0-3-2. We're going to have a count balloon incoming kind of soonish. So hopefully these guys defend, because, well, our defenses are not that good. I mean, we kind of have some good solid placement to both of them, but it's not exactly that good in defending. So let me buy the blade shooter now, and there we go. So these are going to be both of our towers, and this is basically what I was talking about what I was thinking of when I selected Oben as the hero. It's that, oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go, we're fine. Yeah, so these guys are kind of weak, and they're probably going to lose to these rainbows. I mean, I used the brambles. We're not going to have the brambles for the next one, but we kind of need to get the money going as soon as possible. So I would ideally want to have the overdrive just because it's a little bit safer, but we are going to have to do something about this. Wait, are we even beating this one, actually? So this one is... oh, that's a very fast one. That's a green one. Please pop it. Yes, thank you. But we're not going to be able to deal with this one, are we? Although I say that, oh my god, this green balloon. Okay, so I just bought the Druid of the Jungle as we're nearing the 40s. Our attacks are very weak, actually. We are kind of far from getting either the overdrive or basically the Blade Maelstrom. And that is not good. That's, well, that's not where we want to be, because at this point I expected to have either the overdrive or at least the Blade Maelstrom, although ideally I would want to have the overdrive. And so the problem is, if I buy it, we're probably going to be able to pop the Moab around 40, but probably not going to be able to deal with the ceramics. So I think I don't have a choice. I think I have to get the overdrive, and then maybe we do some shenanigans with something like a 2-0-0 Alchemist to just give it a little bit of a push versus the Moab. So let's see what's going to happen on this next round. So round 40 incoming. Let me do this. Let me get the brambles out and let's see how much damage we can do. So one of these ceramics is going to get eliminated by the druid. And I feel like the brambles, oh my god, that was actually enough. I'm going to use the brambles, but I feel like, oh no, we're actually leaking. So I'm going to get the blade maelstrom now because the tag zone is far, far off. That was a beautiful snipe, by the way, both Oben and the NG. But I feel like we're going to need this thing just to kind of use it on, just to have it ready for these ceramic rounds. Another ceramic round incoming. I think this is going to be the first time that I'm actually going to use the blade maelstrom ability, which is going to last a second longer. Is that second going to do anything? Yes, it is, because of the bottom path upgrades. That was amazing. And now let's upgrade this thing to 420, and now we should be a little bit, not that kind of calm, but I think that we get a little bit of breathing room, at least until the 50s. Okay, 49, a bunch of ceramics incoming in this one. I'm going to use the ability as well, just to clean everything out, and there we go. Yeah, this ability is going to be super useful until we get the tag zone. And even if we get it, like usually what you do with the tag zone is you want to super buff it, but we don't have the towers, you don't have Geraldo. Actually, Moab. Are we? Yes, we are. We are defending it. That's very good. Okay, so looking at how these rounds are going, I actually don't think that we should be getting the tag zone, and I'm especially worried about rounds like 63. Because I don't think that if we get the tag zone, it's going to have enough damage to pop all these ceramic rushes by itself, because it doesn't have a lot of pierce. So what I think we should be doing instead is I should be buying this thing. And I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to buy the Super Maelstrom. I'm also going to buy the Primary Mentoring, which is going to give it 10% cooldown reduction. So the length of this ability plus the cooldown is going to give it probably like an 80% uptime or something like that. Maybe like 70% actually, now that I think about this. Maybe we want to go for the primary expertise as well. We're going to buy the King because it adds a little bit more cooldown reduction. And the BFB incoming. Is the ability going to wipe it? Yes, of course it's going to wipe it. Let me just watch the uptime on this thing. I kind of forgot that I made a video on this, and that is about the 75% uptime, it looks to me. That's amazing. That's actually very good, especially because we don't have any other cooldown reductions and stuff like that. That's good. Yeah, let's get ready for round 63. So what we want to do on this one is probably try and slow/time it in a way. Oh my, no. Thank you. That was a good snipe, but that kind of put us in a bad spot because now we don't have the ability. Is it going to last? Oh, it actually lasted. Oh my god. So as soon as this wave comes out, I'm going to wait it to kind of reach our attacks, and I'm going to use it now. And then hopefully it lasts long enough for the last wave. No, it's not gonna last. Oh my god, let me just get Oben. Let's place the trees over here, place the brambles. And yes, thank you, Oben. And we're just about to get the cash for attack zone. And let me buy it now, and there we go. So both of our tier 5s that we kind of want to have for the end game arc here, and now all the rest of the money is probably just going to be spent on support towers. So okay, so let me make sure I use these abilities correctly. Let's get the wall of trees and the brambles out so that we can save a little bit of the wall of trees, and this is going to be, hopefully it carries over. It's going to carry over. It's going to take care of the entire 76. Yes, so we have a similar situation like 62 and 63, but I love this. I love this duration. They added, I think it's even more than 1 second on the tier 5. Regardless, it's a lot of damage. And let's see how we do before we get the primary expertise. These guys are defending, but I'm still I think that I'm still reliant on the ability, which I don't mind clicking. I don't know, can this tag zone defend by itself without using the ability? So I think that it's probably not going to be able to defend unless we get some very cool like Totem from Oben, which is going to slow everything down, because I don't think the Super Maelstrom does a lot of attack damage by itself. So I don't know. Let's watch. I'm kind of curious. I think that it's going to leak. Yeah, it's leaking. It's leaking on the left side, so we're probably going to have to use the Super Maelstrom to clean everything out, but that's fine. So 79, we're kind of getting close to primary expertise. Actually, before this round ends, we're going to have it. So let me just spam the ability, and let's just make sure that I should probably get an Ally Alchemist now that I think about this. So this guy is buffing 3 towers. For some reason, the NG is also in range, which I kind of didn't anticipate. So let's get the primary expertise. Round 79, just before it ends. Let me get this thing, and now this thing is going to be buffing our Super Maelstrom, which I'm actually more excited about it buffing the Super Maelstrom than I'm excited about the tag zone, believe it or not, because the Super Maelstrom is now, watch the cooldown, so it's gonna be more than 75%. No, it's actually about 80%, I feel like. So maybe the previous one was like 70% uptime, and now it's about 80% uptime, which is just, I think that's about right, it looks like. Let's use the ability, let's wipe out all these Moabs, let me buy the overclock, and I think that I said it's like 75%, but that's not true, it looks like 85%, closer to 85% uptime to me, now that I'm taking a second look. So let's get the overclock going on the tag zone. And I feel like it's time. It's time for us to be buying these support towers, and especially because I got the top at village and we don't have the millipad, so that the tag zone can attack these. That means that we need to get something like a 0.52 glue, or something like maybe even a top at ice, which I'm not using that much. Actually, why don't we go for more primary towers. Now that I think about this, why don't we go for something like a snowstorm, which is also going to get the cooldown reduction from the primary expertise? I mean, this is kind of a weird strategy to go for primary ability cooldowns, but you know what? I think that we should probably be doing this thing, although a little bit of an issue is that we cannot pop frozen blooms. Okay, 89 incoming, and so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to buy another glue. This is going to be, okay, I'm not going to be buying, I thought we were going to have money for the glue strike, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So let me do this. Let me freeze these guys, use the super maelstrom. And I feel like the super maelstrom is the only thing. Well, maybe when it gets the Ag buff, the tank zone is attacking a little bit. I want to get the glue strike into the glue storm for these DAT rounds, because I do not want to be buying a Millpad village. So I know that there's a lot of abilities, but you know what? I thrive in this environment. Let's click all the buttons. It's so fun when you combine everything. Okay, you know what? I just got an idea. I'm not going to check the pops on any of our towers, and you guys can guess right now which tower is going to have more pops. Is it going to be the super maelstrom or the tag zone? What do you think? I don't know. I think, you know what? I think that it's actually probably going to be the super maelstrom, believe it or not. So let me, let's do that. Let's do that. And let's watch all the DDTs disappear, although that was kind of close. So one of them actually leaked into ceramics. So we have to be very careful about 95. Let's watch 94 though. Oh my god, this is so crazy. Let's overclock this thing. Let's use the glue strike, why not? And then let's use the super maelstrom and everything's gonna evaporate, isn't it? Yep. Oh my god, that's so nice. That is so cool. I love this. I forgot how good this ability is. Okay, so 95, let's do this thing. So glue storm as soon as everything appears, and then let me overclock this thing. So here come the DDTs. Let's use the glue storm. You can't see it because I have the FX down, but it's there, it's out. Let's use the maelstrom, and then as soon as the maelstrom ends, I'm gonna freeze all the DDTs so that we give it time for it to come back off cooldown, like right now. And then use it again, and there we go, round 95, easy peasy. Okay, so we seem to be leaking on 96. We have to be very careful. Let me freeze these guys. The druid took care of, oh my god, this druid. Let me overclock the tag zone. We have to be very careful because things are kind of getting messy, it looks like, towards the end. So what else can we get? We can get the absolute zero, I guess. Now the cooldowns are pretty short on all of our towers, but it seems like we have to do a little bit more, especially for rounds like 98. So let's just keep using the abilities. Let me freeze these guys. I would love to have the absolute zero. I think that's probably going to be the last tower. Just have like a 250 absolute zero. 250 absolute zero. Try saying that one 3 times. 97. Let's use the ability. Why not? It's going to carry over a little bit to 98. And this is probably going to be the most difficult round. So let's get ready for this one. I feel like maybe I wanted to have something like a Sabo, or do we want to have a Sabo? Wait, what are we getting ready for? What do we have for around 100? Wait a minute. We don't have anything for around 100. It's just hitting me now. So we need Spike Storms as soon as possible. I completely forgot about around 100. And let's use the glue storm now. Let's use the let's use all of the abilities. Let's just watch these guys get wiped, and in the meantime just keep upgrading these spikes so we can get 2 spike storms. I think that's gonna be enough. But the bat basically needs to pop before it exits this small area that we have, and that was round 98, which I don't think any one of us saw because it was just one ability, but that was super fast. Okay, so we do have all of our abilities ready, so let me use this thing. Let's freeze these guys for a second and then use the super maelstrom now, and that should be it for this round. And then we have both of the spike storms, so I'm gonna use them immediately, I think. But we need this thing to pop as soon as possible, so let's do it like this. Let me use the glue storm ability. Let's freeze everything, and boom, there we go. There we go. That was a cool map with a very cool strategy. So which one of these two you guys think has more pops? I think I'm gonna vote for the super maelstrom actually. So let's check the pops. 611,000 on the super maelstrom and 753. No, I was wrong. So the tag zone actually did do more damage. That's crazy, but it always looked like whenever I used the ability that like this thing was being a lot more effective. Like this thing was cleaning up, I guess. But you know what? I'm a little bit surprised by this one. It's probably the fact that we gave it the primary expertise and the overclock. But you know what? I'm absolutely gonna take it. This is an amazing tower, and this was such a fun run by using all these abilities. And it was a cool map downstream with another take. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching it, and I will see you all in the next one.